but I honestly grew up with a poverty mentality. And I was like, I just have to hold on. I've got to hold on, I got to hold on. Anything I get, I've just got to hold on. And I tend to categorize my life in, financially speaking, in one of two seasons. There's the season where I had to wonder how much could I afford to put in my car when I needed gas. And there's the season of I never have to think about it, I just fill it up. For those of us that are currently living in this second season, where you don't really even have to think about it, you just fill the car up, I'm just gonna be really honest with you. It is harder for you to pour in this season than it was in the other. And here's why. When you didn't have much, there is nothing to lose. All you have is faith. But then as God begins to bless your life and as you start to put him first and you start living out of this abundance, when you look at what you have in your jar, now it's actually not nothing, now it's actually something, and it becomes a battle between, am I gonna continue to live out of this faith to pour, or am I just gonna start like maybe, God, I'm gonna just give you this little tip because you've been so good. Here's a tip, God, but I'm actually not gonna pour, I'm gonna store. And if you are living here today, the challenge is that I have for you is that what you possess actually now possesses you. What you own now actually owns you. And there is one path, there is one remedy, there is one antidote to this prison of materialism, and it is to find an empty jar and pour your life out. Just pour your life out. Whatever you have, and this is bigger than money. This is your time, this is your prayer, this is your compassion for those who are hurting. Just begin to pour. Every time I have gotten spiritually stuck, it is because I have started loving and living for the things of this world, and I have given myself out of being stuck every single time. We just start pouring, and then the God of more starts refilling. One of my favorite stories that illustrates this in the last 2 weeks came out of Life Church Owasso. Someone had given a pretty sizable gift to the church, and Pastor Richie wanted to find out who this was just to respectfully say thank you. And his search led him to switch on Wednesday night to an 18-year-old, Josh. And Pastor Richie was like, hey man, I just wanted to say thank you for your gift and just make sure you didn't accidentally put too many zeros on that check. And Josh laughed and he's like, no, Pastor Richie, that was right and you're welcome. Tell me your story, he said. And Josh said, this church has changed me. I am not the same as I once was. And I've been serving, I've been inviting my friends every Wednesday night. I'm serving Life Kids every single weekend. And so notice, he's already living a life of pouring. And then God did a miracle of bringing more. He had saved up for years to go to college. And the blessing of an abundant God, out of nowhere, he got a full ride scholarship. And that weekend he's sitting in church and Pastor Craig is preaching, and this voice from the Holy Spirit said, give it all. And this 18-year-old is leading the way in our church. And he wrote a check for everything that he had saved. If one more person could meet Jesus in this place because of this gift, I will gladly pour out. Here's the thing, Josh has the faith to pour because he is the child of the God of more, right? When you feel like, I can't do it, I cannot afford to, you can't afford not to. I have the faith to pour because I belong to the God of more. That's why the Apostle Paul, I believe, wrote this in 2 Corinthians 9. He says, I need you to give joyfully. Why? And the God is able to bless you abundantly so that in all things, at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. Look at this. You will be made rich in every way Why? Not for you, so that you can be generous on every occasion. And through us, through stories like Josh's and through stories like yours, it will result in thanksgiving to God. There will be people on the other side of eternity thanking you for how you poured your life out. It will result in thanksgiving to God.